So hey, what's up you guys? It's like 10 something, 10:20 on a Wednesday morning, and I'm not going to show my face because I just got done feeding and my hair is just kind of thrown back and I don't have my contacts in, so I just do not look pretty. So I'm going to show you guys around my tack room. And beware, I just had a rodeo and I haven't had really a chance to clean it. So this is it. It's a 3-horse trailer. The horses go back there. And I have 2 saddle racks, and on the bottom rack is my main barrel saddle. It goes on my horse Casey, and it's just I think it's like a Peggy reader or something like that. You can't really see it because it's dark in here. And then I have my wool pad, and on it I have a breast collar, and then I got hay string for my tie down because I don't really feel like going and buy a piece of leather. And then I have my cinch and my back cinch, and then on the stirrups I have iron stirrups with little rubber on the bottom to keep my feet in, and I have my overreach boots, and then I have my actual like front boots, my back boots. I don't really use when I'm practicing just because he really doesn't need them. And then on the top saddle is the one I use on my ponies because it's a 6.5-inch gullet. It's not 7. And then under it, I have my Charmin & James Air Ride pad, just because it's a rounded skirt and the saddle's a rounded skirt. And right now, I just have my Pony Badger's wool little like girth on it. It's just really soft because he has really thin skin and stuff. And yeah, and then going from the back to that way, this is my rope that I use on my Pony Badger. He's the only one who will rope for me at the moment. And then I have a Makati thing that my dad uses for rodeos. And then on this hook I have just like reins and random like lunge ropes. Like this is a really long Pirelli lunge lead, and it's kind of got like the standard like little clippy thing on it. It's just like really standard. And I have my red hay net that's like really old. It's probably as old as I am. And then right here I have a pair of roping reins, and these split reins are a what's it called? A German martingale that I used to use before I got my new one. And on this hook right here is just a bunch of halters. I have Badger's halter, Casey's halter, and I have some barrel reins, and then I have Casey's other halter. And on this one is what I use when I do flat work with Casey when I'm not barrel racing. This is a little bit lighter of a bit than he has for Gymkhana, and he just flexes a lot better in it, puts his head a lot lower. And it's just got like split reins on it, and then I have another pair of split reins behind those ones right here, and then there's just some Pirelli long reins that I kind of use on Dally sometimes, my dad's horse. And right here is just a simple like catch rope. I use it mainly when I'm trick training my horse because I don't really like to have a halter on him. And then this right here is just the snaffle that I use on Dally to get her supple and stuff, and my new whole German martingale setup with closed reins. And I have 2 other barrel reins. I have the foam ones that I use on Badger when I'm barrel racing, and then some leather ones that I really haven't really broke in yet, and I'm trying to break them in now so I can use them later. And on this one is Casey's racing bridle. It's a short shank Sherry Servy dog bone snaffle, and it's like broken in the middle, and it has a little bone looking thing. That's why they call it a dog bone, and it's like a gag bit. And it's just to give them more lift and stuff. And I do have a chain on here. I wouldn't usually use a chain, but I don't really have anything else at the moment. And I just have my red, like, knotted barrel reins on him and a tie down because he throws his head a lot. And then I also use this tie down with Badger, and this is Badger's barrel racing bit. He can go on something lighter, but it's just like he throws his head a lot and he'll take off sometimes. So I just use the correction, and it's just like the mouthpiece like moves and stuff. And I put bit guards on it just because I had an extra pair and I figured I might as well put it on. And I have his roping reins on, which are like long and leather and supple and stuff like that. And behind it I have just a little tie down holder thing. Just put the tie down through this hole and stuff. And then I have this little like movable rack thing, and on this thing I have my spurs that go on it, and I have a stud chain for when one of my horses gets stupid, and I have a pair of bell boots. And then I have just a little Navajo, like it's green, it's nothing special. And I have more halters and another pair of spurs back here, and I have like 4 or 5 halters back there. And then over here, I have a Pirelli, no, it's the Clinton Anderson groundwork stick. And I use this a lot on Dally and a lot on Casey for desensitizing, because he really doesn't like the, like, whooshing sound that the rope makes. And then I have my hay bag. It still has hay in it, because my horses eat a lot. And then in this little drawer, I just have, like, extra pieces of, like, leather, wound stuff, an extra bit, just an extra, like, palm thumb. It's shedding blade, paint, horse paint, just a bunch of, like, random stuff, nothing really special. And then I have some Powerade, because my horse likes Powerade, so I give him Powerade. And this is just off billet that my dad bought last weekend at my rodeo. And then this is my giant drawer, and underneath my giant drawer, this is where I put my grain. And then that's where, these are like my shipping wraps and stuff. They're my pillow wraps, and then my standing wraps behind them. And this is for when I travel, and I have like 2 sets. I use one for going there and coming back, and then one for overnight, because he stocks up a lot. He's not used to being in tiny areas. And then those are just some trailer blocks. And in the first drawer, I have just a bunch of brushes, rubber bands for their mane and tail, my gloves, tail bags, grooming supplies, something like that. And the second one, I have just like medical type stuff. I have his Sonomore, and I use Sonomore for his liniments, because it works really well, and I put it under his shipping wraps during the night. And I have some horse soap right there, and I have Zone for cuts and stuff, and then just a towel and an off billet, I guess, and some thrush stuff. And in the third one is where I keep, this is another shampoo and conditioner, and then my half chaps are in here, and all my boots and my polo wraps are in this one. I have the yellow ones, and I have a pink one, and I have a blue one somewhere, and then I have my red boots and my tie-dye boots, and these are the back boots for when I race my horse. And then in this one is my extra stirrups and some traffic cones, and then some trailer pieces that my dad has. He's going to fix the trailer. And then under the saddles, I have a Justin foam, like, it's really, like, thick and stuff. I use this on my dad's horse because she's big. It's really big, so it only fits her, and she's really huge. And then I have my hay bale carrier right here, and that just opens up, and it carries an entire bale of hay. And this is my water bucket, the big blue one, and then my tiny blue one. This one right here is for, like, watering, like, during the day, and it's got my treats in it. And then there's a pan in here that I use for his grain when he doesn't have something to hang his grain bucket on. And, yeah, that's pretty much my trailer. And if you guys want to see the outside of my trailer, it's got the extra tire, and then, like, inside's not really clean. And that's pretty much how big it is. We took all the dividers out because they all got bent and broke, so we had to fix them. And yeah, this is pretty much my trailer. I don't think I really forgot anything. I have a sheet on top of there, and then over there's my helmet, and I have like 2 jackets on there from last weekend. But yeah, I think that's about it. Oh, and then that little thingy right there is my dad's DAC poster. He's a DAC person, and we endorse and sell DAC and stuff like that. So yeah, comment and subscribe, and thanks a lot, people.